Okay, very good morning to you all, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, parents, teachers, for all those who have joined in onto this YouTube channel. If you can hear us, I would request you to please drop in a hi for us. Great, lovely. Very good morning to you all, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Today is going to be an important session. This important session would obviously be opening the Pandora's box for everybody. While we do have dignitaries from IIM Bodh and IIM Jammu, and they are definitely going to help us out with the entire elements of process, entire element of going through the program, or anything left, right, center, anything that we are willing to know, the dignitaries are over here. So I'm sure everybody can hear me properly. Great, lovely, good going. So let us start with the session here. I'm actually extremely excited today. Though I can speak well, but I'm excited that I'm getting a little nervous at this point of time because I want to know and talk about many things from here. So I'm extremely excited to be a part of this symposium. Right. Hi, good afternoon, Muskan. Welcome. Now, let me introduce our esteemed guest. I'm sure we have met Ravi sir a number of times. I mean, he's popular among the YouTube community. We might find Ravi sir with the YouTubers, right? So very warm welcome to all the dignitaries here. Ravi sir, a very warm welcome, who actually needs no introduction. He's the chairperson of IPM Program and he's the pillar behind the program, right? Let me also give a warm welcome to Dr. Shubha Banerjee, ma'am. Now, she is the one who is actually the guiding force next to Ravi sir, right? So very warm welcome, madam. Dr. Rashmi Ranjan sir, it is now, let me introduce him. When we talk about IIM Jammu, now Rashmi Ranjan sir is one who makes your dream come true, being the chairperson of the admissions there. So welcome, Rashmi Ranjan sir. A very warm welcome to the session here, right? So I'm sure everybody is in. Right, welcome Madhav, welcome Divyanshi. Welcome, Chali. So let me start with the session here. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome dignitaries. I'm sure you would have brought in many of the things for us. Now the students are willing to know about the course. They are willing to know about how would the course go, how good is the course, how would or where would they see after 5 years from now. So that is a complete picture to go about it. Ravi sir, would you please like to throw some light on it, and would you like to open the Pandora's box for us so that we can understand things better?
Good morning to everyone. Thank you for joining for this session. Thank you, Pratham, for giving us an opportunity to share about IPM. So IPM is an integrated program in management. It is a 5-year integrated residential program. So, once our government introduced a national education policy, the new national education policy, it's given a lot of opportunities to many, many people that, different ideas how to start. So looking with, following the NEP, we start off this IPM program. So in India, many people are not getting an opportunity. So our many youngsters are not getting opportunity for a good education, an education of national importance. So many are going for in other places. So we thought of why can't we set up an opportunity for our young student, young aspirant of class 12 to study in an institute like national importance. So that's how IIM Bodh IIM Jammu coming with the integrated program in management. Now, our integrated program management, we offer, it's a BBA plus an MBA graduation. So first 3 years, you're going to be given a BBA. Then after 3 years, then you will be directly, you will get an opportunity to join a BBA program. See, for Bodh Gaya, it's our focus and our, our aim is the merit. So we are focusing merit. The merit is our utmost and prior importance to this program. So we are not looking you are from which stream. Any stream is welcome here. You are commerce, humanities, or any other background. So here background doesn't matter. Its matter is just your merit. And whatever you suppose you are you are not financially well, you are not financially stable, and our fees are a little higher, so you think that how can I pursue the degree? So we are for catering such people also, we are not bothering about from which section of community you are. Again, I am just saying we are only looking for it. If those who doesn't have financially, they are not stable, we are providing a need-based financial assistance. So we are giving 100% scholarship for students who is who is good at, who is better in performance. We are giving a financial assistance as well. So you don't need to worry about your financial background. And over and above that, the education loans. So IIMs, the banks in the country rate IIM students are the highly, it's a prime. So they give a very low interest rate loans, as well as our loan take time. It's only 1 to 3 days you get a loan from any banks in the country, and without any security. You don't need to have any security. It's not even with your parents, it's not a joint account, it will be just the student name that you get a loan. And it's a wonderful opportunity for student. So it's a 5-year degree where you are focused, you trained with a high quality international level faculties with the industry experts, and many more opportunities that you are going to get once you are into the program. And we are making you industry ready people for the next 5 years. It's not like any other course. After the completing the course, again you search what I need to do it. So here you have all things to experiment. Do you want to be an industrialist? Do you want to be an entrepreneur? Do you want to be a consultant? Do you want to be a trainer? What do you want? So here we are giving training for each and every aspect. That is the beauty of this program. Within 5 years, you become a person ready for anything. That is the things that we give. And it's because of the student. It's a student-driven campus. Here the students are live in 24/7. They are involved in each and every activities. The activities make them perfect. It's all about teamwork. So here it is students, work in team. They discuss in team. Not only among students, the faculty community. It's all, we all work together. We play together. We discuss together. We have food together, and everything that it's kind of a complete team and effort that makes the student much better. So we understand the student where their weakness, and the way that we arrange the course structure. Our course structure is semester based. It's not a tri-semester like other IIMs. We are giving a semester based system. Now, why semester based? A student get enough time to prepare themselves because it's a semester. They have enough time. So we want to encourage their physical, mental well-being is our one of the major focus, as well as they'll get enough time to spend in sports and other activities. We believe and we train our students, like our students start in the morning with a yoga session. So because the mental well-being in these days is one of the most important aspects. So they start with yoga, then they go to classes. So that's how we believe that the importance of mental well-being and health of a student, so that they will be very good at in the classrooms. And like that it start, and the mother will speak much more on how their life at IIM both there, how it is goes on. So because he's directly, the students are there, they will be much better to explain than me. And in the course structure, you see, we have suppose a student come from commerce background, student come from a science background, student come from a humanities or other background. See, a commerce graduate may be good at accounting. So we have a course on accounting and finance related papers. But there is a course on mathematics as well. So a science student will be much good at mathematics and computer related subjects. And there is an economic subject for us. So for every student who comes, they will have something with their own subject they can crack it, and something they are learning new. Everything we teach from very basics. So our first semester, it's completely basics that we are teaching, so that any student who's had no experience in other subject will get experienced. And over and above the courses, we have, our course structure is that it's a mix of management courses, core management courses, liberal arts course like dance, music, arts, all yoga. Everything is important for an overall development. So we are focusing on overall development like this. Then we have a skill-based course like Excel training and computer database, coding. So all such courses are there. That too in a semester based. And then we have a communication course from very beginning, the first semester, the basic, then second semester little advanced, third semester little more advanced, and fourth semester little more advanced. So every semester we have a communication course, because communication is the core of management. So that's how that we arrange courses. Now, one more our the specialty of our program is we are also offering student exchange program. So we believe a student need to get exposure to everything. So student need a foreign exposure as well. So that is why we thought of having a student exchange program. We have a tie-up with 22 plus institute in foreign nationals. That is available in our website. So anybody interested, they can check. And we plan, so there is a cutoff, a minimum CGPA required to go for a foreign exchange program. But we plan to send the entire batch actually. So we are working on it, and we don't know whether we could really do, but we'll try to send our entire student. Focusing on that, we have included a foreign language in our course structure. There is a 90 hours. So that's start from the third semester, third, fourth, fifth. So 3 semesters they will be learning, because a language need more time. That's why we've spread across 1.5 years that the student will be learning the language, and what is the language which he goes and what's important. It's on Spanish course. So that she will explain later. So that's how that we plan. And then the student will go for in different years internship, that we have a rural immersion and we have an industry internship as well. So rural immersion, again, student should touch the society. A management student knows the society. So society the first. So there it starts. So we believe that our students should know how how the society works, how the people works. So that is looking at that motto, and again looking our government this also, like the government come with Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. So we also like to be part of that, and we had a 5 adopted village in and out of the campus. The student will go and work for the development of the society. So we have a compulsory 2 month rural immersion, and then we have an industry internship at the 4th year. So once the 3rd year completed, the student need to have minimum 5.5 CGPA to go for an MBA program. So again, there also we have a merit. That's what we focus, the merit. So they can directly join. They don't need to write any CAT. Suppose a student like to, they're thinking that I would like to join IIM Ahmedabad, or they want to go Harvard or Oxford, anywhere. So they are welcome. So they can go. So there is an exit option. So they can, after 3 years, they feel that they don't like to continue here, they can always exit. We have no problem. So exit. But we would like that our student continue with IIM both there. But if they are not continuing also, there is no issue. They can always quit the program. So once 3 year completed, they can decide whether to continue or not. If they are continuing, they don't need to write a CAT. They can directly get into IIM both gas MBA program. So we give 2 degree, BBA and MBA, not a IPM. IPM is not a degree. We get a 2 degree at the end of the 5th year. They get convocated with a 2 degree, a BBA plus a MBA degree. So that's how the program is all about. It's a wonderful program, and I hope there is only few more days to apply for the program. I say everybody, please apply very fast. Don't go get into last moment. The last moment always there will be some network issues. So please register fast and capture this wonderful opportunity. It won't come anytime. And always please try. Getting such a place, it's very tough. But you can always try for a chance. And one more thing is, for our eligibility is just 60% in 10th and 60% in 12th. So we are only asking a 60% marks in the 10th and 12th. You don't need to worry, I didn't score 90%, I didn't score 100%, but I have the potential. And the time of examination, I could not do it. So don't worry. So even after, if you are not scored 100%, 90%, you have a great opportunity to study in an institute of national importance, a great institute like IIMs. So please just apply for this entrance examination. If you have a good score in this entrance, you can study in such a wonderful institute for the next 5 years to shape your career. So here our selection in IIM Bodh Gaya is 100% based on the JIPMAT score that you get in. So it's only the JIPMAT score that you should worry. So start preparing today. Even today you prepare, you can get into the examination. The examination is completely based on 10th based mathematics. So it's only 10th based, mathematics, communication, all verbal, everything asked on 10th based. So you don't need to worry. I'm I'm not a science student, or I'm not I'm an art student. You don't need to worry, because it's the max is only 10th based that everybody would have already studied. So just brush up and then apply for it. Try your luck, and to get in such a wonderful institute. So please register fast. Thank you so much. Thank you for the
Absolutely great, sir. Absolutely great, sir. Thank you, sir. I think you have actually opened the Pandora's box. And with this Pandora's box, there are many questions that are popping up, which I'll definitely be sharing in some time. And there are many questions that are already there on the YouTube. We would definitely be sharing that in some time. But before that, I would request Rashmi Ranjan, sir, if you can help us out with how would IIM Jammu go about this? Because the way Ravi sir has mentioned in there, I am sure the things would be there as well. But again, always a question for a student, Jammu Bodh Gaya. So, I mean, if you can add on some light to that as well.
Okay, so thank you. Thanks to Pratham for giving us this platform. And good afternoon, everybody, and all the aspirants. And today, Ravi sir has already, given a very good glimpse. I will only focus on the aspects which are either we are differently doing, or there is some difference between IIM Bodh Gaya and IIM Jammu, because I think majority of the things about the program, about the vision, and how we are progressing about this course remains the same, because it was jointly developed by both the institutions. So I'll just focus, as Ravi sir rightly said, this is a management program. I'll just say in IIM Jammu, we have 7 academic programs now running, and IPM is the, for the youngest students. And as sir rightly was saying, that this is a program which is, aimed to prepare young professional to cater to their managerial decision making. So if I just add to this, there are 4 new things what we believe that it is added to along with management, that is we call as STEM: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So this is, we say that apart from management, these are the 4 things. If a candidate is joining IPM program, will also learn science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. As far as selection process is concerned, I'll just say there is some deviation from IIM Bodh Gaya what IIM Jammu takes into account. JIPMAT's entrance score is weightage is 60% for IIM Jammu. We gave 15% weightage each for 10th and 12th, and the reason behind this is, okay, this is, like Bodh Gaya has an understanding that any student who are doing good in exam, they can come in. We also believe that sometimes students can do maybe one exam, they may falter, but if they have a decent background, they have an equal chance of getting through. So that's why we are giving weightage for 10th, 12th, and also for gender. So we want girl students to more come and join such programs. We want more girl students on campus. So that's why we are giving 10%. So this is the basic difference, as far as admission process is concerned. So Bodh Gaya is taking 100% based on test. We have 60% weightage to test, 15% to 10th percentage, 15% to 12 percentage, and 10% is gender. As far as course curriculum and structure is concerned, it is, as Bodh Gaya, Dr. Ravi said, for first 3 years, that is the BBA undergraduate time, there semester system we have also semester, and the last 2 years it will be along with the MBA program, that will be in trimester system. There is one thing which is unique because of our location advantage, that we offer a boot camp at Ladakh after the first year. So this is something unique about IPM program at IIM Jammu. Apart from those internship, as Professor Rajesh said, social internship, corporate internship, these are all also applicable to IIM Jammu students. And also international internship and student exchange is there. As of now, it is not compulsory, but we are also exploring the best possible way so that maximum students can join this program. The course structure and other things are remain same, but just only one difference, that for Bodh Gaya, the cutoff for BBA to MBA is 5.5, but for IIM Jammu it is 6. So a candidate has to secure a CGPA of 6 at the end of third year to be considered into. But there is one interesting thing at IIM Jammu. We have taken into account the national education policy, which talks about multiple exit options. That if a student exit without completing the full quota duration. So as Professor Abis rightly said, that any candidate who completes third year, they will be eligible to get BBA degree. And if they complete the fifth year, they will be getting the MBA degree. But in IIM Jammu, let's say somebody joins and does not like this course and want to shift after 1 year, then also he or she will get a certificate in basic management. If they want to switch or they want to discontinue after second year, they will get an advanced certificate in management. So this is two things we have incorporated as per national education policy. That means, every path, they have a choice. If they want to leave the course for whatever reasons, they are not going empty handed and they have a lot of options at their hand. And other things, as Professor Abis rightly said, so this is, IIMs are not because of our infrastructure or faculty. This is because of the high quality student and their activity. Let it be extracurricular, co-curricular, or whatever they do on campus. So actually now the vacation is going on. The campus does not feel like a campus. So the life of the campus is students. So that's why, whatever activity takes place is for the student, by the student. So, and it is completely for them also. So on this note, I think I have made clear what are the basic differences, Bodhgaya and Jammu processes or selection criteria, or whatever extra we are doing, or the difference. And if any further question, we'll love to take it. Thank you.
Absolutely great, sir. Thank you, Rashmi sir. That was a great idea about IIM Jammu. I think you have taken us to the memory lane and to identify how the things would be. That's a brilliant idea, sir. Thank you. Now, sir, I'll be now picking up questions. There are some questions which I've already collected from our internal sources of the students' Telegram group that we already have, and some have been thrown on the YouTube channel as well. So I'll be sharing those questions with you, and anybody can answer that question. And the first question is a very basic question. I'm sure you would have answered such questions a number of times before, and with the same patience, you're going to bring in your answers here as well. The question again here is, sir, is JIPMAT going to be tough this year? Because it's in the air that JIPMAT is going to be tough. Ravi sir, Rashmi sir, anybody, I mean, you may take that.
So JIPMAT, it will be little, last year it was very simple. So this year it won't be that simple like last year. So the level will be little higher. That's what we requested NTA.
Okay, so level would be higher in terms of the complete paper, and it will not be a skewed highness, but it will be the overall higher level. Correct? That's what I assume, sir.
Yeah,
right.
Correct. Yes.
Cool enough. Cool enough. That was a simple question. Now let me go with another question. Okay, Durba ma'am, one question that is coming to my mind, because I'll also be asking questions as a student, right? So because I'm representing students, so I'll be asking questions as a student. So Durba ma'am, my question to you is, 5 years is a pretty long time, right? And we have already decided this 5-year curriculum in advance. For 3 years, this is going to happen. For the next 2 years, this is going to happen. Now, my question is our course curriculum agile enough to adopt the uncertainties that are going to come after 5 years? So if you may, I mean, I'm zapped with it.
Thank you, Praveen. That's a wonderful question. In fact, the answers will be quite helpful for the students to decide whether they want to join the program. You see, the benefits of the program itself address this specific problem. First and foremost, it's a program which eases students into a multidisciplinary UG curriculum. So that way they have access to information from various disciplines which they would not have if they were to, say, for example, be pursuing, say, a BA in history or a BSc in chemistry specifically. So since it's a very multidisciplinary program where you will be studying English, economics, sociology, finance, marketing, operations. So, you have a variety of information source available to you, which will prepare you for the future. That's point number one. Point number two is that it is also a program which is very holistic in nature and focuses on the overall development of the students, which will take them in a long way. What I mean is there is focus on local, say, like Ravi sir said, the rural immersion program, to the global, say, the introduction of a foreign language and the opportunity to go on international exchange. Then there is emphasis on the mental faculties also. So, for example, we have yoga in the morning for them to be able to connect to their bodies physically and mentally. And of course, there is absolute emphasis on academic rigor. So they will never fault in the long run when they take forward all these qualities and all these abilities that they develop. And the final point I will make in this case is, since we are quite aware that the scenery is changing quite drastically these days, the exist option that both the IIMs provide, I think will be very helpful for them. So like both Dr. Rashmi said and Dr. Ravi said, if after 3 years you see yourself following in a very specific or niche field, you have the option to do that after 3 years, and all the skills and the abilities that you develop in the program in the 3 years will help you. I hope I've been able to answer.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what I can understand is the program has an in-buy feature of the VUCA elements. So it brings in that the volatile element that will bring in, and it helps you out to how to handle that. That's a beautiful one, man. I got the point there.
Absolutely, because it's the skills at the end of the day which help you in the long run, not really domain-specific knowledge.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Praveen, I will just try to add to this.
Sure.
This is the beauty of IIM system being autonomous. We have the freedom to modify our course as per the requirement of the time and the requirement of students. And when you say that 5 year is fixed, it's not, because only the core courses of first 3 years is somewhat fixed. The electives can vary, and the MBA program will be at that point of time when these kids will reach the 4th year. So whatever the prevalent system at that point, they will be taking this. So in that sense, it's quite flexible, and it is ever evolving with the time. So that I can add.
Even I understand that, sir, because even if you are supposed to prepare a program for MBA, it also takes 2 years to plan entire thing. Then also by the time we launch anything, the things are a little older because there's a dynamic world that comes in. Absolutely great, sir. I got the point that it has a leeway to get into that as well. Now, sir, another question, Ravi sir, I think you can answer this if you can help us out with. Is 1 month enough to prepare for the JIPMAT?
So I think it's better. My students are here, Madhav and Divyanshi, they should answer that.
Right. Madhav, if you can help us out with, is 1 month enough to prepare? I have not started with anything. Can I still clear that?
Yeah, of course, you can clear the JIPMAT. 1 month is enough. If a student asks the exam is next week, if that's enough also, I would say yes.
Oh.
Because I guess we should always be positive in cases of such entrances. But coming to reality, 1 month will be enough because the syllabus asked in JIPMAT is still class 10th maths only. So I guess students always study maths till class 10th. So they can just brush up their topics, give enough mocks. And after that, the most important thing will be to analyze the mocks. Because one student needs to realize his or her mistakes. Divyanshi can add to it, I guess. More.
So primarily,
yes. Sir, actually, adding to Madhav's point, maths is up to class 10th level, so you no need to worry about maths. And for LR and English, if you give 3 to 4 hours per week, then also you can score good marks in that. So 1 month is definitely enough for the preparation.
Okay, so primarily what I can understand from both of you is mock taking is one of the key for it, and analyzing the mock is the key. Am I right, Madhav and Divyanshi?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Correct. So boys and girls, for all those who are there on the YouTube channel, I'm sure you'll understand the point. It is always the mocks taking and analyzing the mocks deeply would definitely be helping you out, irrespective of what time that you're on to. Whether you have started with your studies, whether you are at a level 1, level 2, level 3, irrespective of that, mocks is something which is going to help all the students. For all the students who are there on the YouTube channel, I would request you to please make sure that you like this video, because this video should reach to the maximum students, should get the benefit out of that. And for all the students who are new to this YouTube channel, I would request you to please make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that such information floats to you easily. So another question that comes here is, it's again a good question here. What about the ranking, the NIF ranking? Because generally, when we buy anything, when we go to Amazon, we look for the stars rating. And whenever we go for the institution, we generally look for the NIF rating. So we don't find that in NIF rating. Would you like to throw some light, Ravi sir?
IIM Bodhgaya is a young campus. We just started a 6th year only. Now 6th year is completed. Ranking. The ranking comes with the various factors. So we are, our campus is getting ready. By this December, our campus will be ready. So like that, we are developing our infrastructure, faculty, students, and everything. So the ranking takes time. So we are working on the ranking. Definitely in coming years, we will also be in the ranking.
Absolutely. Rashmi sir, how about the Jammu campus?
Yeah, it's also same. We have just completed 6th year. But the pace at which we have progressed is really remarkable, I should say. And our also campus is getting ready. It's work, and going on in a work footing. And by next February, March, we are planning to shift. And though the NIFT ranking we have not featured yet, but we have also started the process for ASCP, EQUIS, for other international ranking process, which is we have already through. So probably in coming days, will also feature in those rankings. So
absolutely,
it's a matter of time only. I must
absolutely
say.
I understand this, sir, because
just adding to Rashmi sir, for us, we are also going for accreditation. So our accreditation, we are also in ASSB. We completed first ISET. The ISSB go with different stages. So it takes at least 3 to 4 years to get the ranking. So WSCSB is one of the highly rated ranking internationally. So we have completed our first. We have submitted our first ISET. Within another 2 years, we are hoping that we get accredited for WSCSB, and we are also working other ranking as well. So it's only just a matter of time. A couple of years will be.
I definitely understand that, because, and also these rankings are something which are secondary, because output would show everything, and these rankings and all these stars are obviously there, but these are secondary portions for any institution. We buy that point, sir. Absolutely correct. So this question, Ravi sir, specifically would go for you. And the question that comes down here, and also for Rashmi Ranjan sir, what is an ideal candidate? I mean, I am just a 60% candidate. I have not done much of the academics. I'm not into extracurricular, but now I've opened my eyes. I want to pursue management and want to look around the world. I'm a normal student. Can I get admission in Bodhgaya or Jammu? Ravi sir, in case.
In the beginning itself, I mentioned it's a merit is our criteria, and a student with a lot of enthusiasm and with a positive attitude would like to pursue their career in management, all welcome. And it's a management institute, so we are looking merit. The merit is our focus.
Absolutely. So I got a point, sir. Rashmi sir, if you can help us out with that.
I believe any successful career path is a journey from ordinary to become extraordinary. So any student who is just a normal student but has the attitude, right kind of attitude to learn, he has the interest to imbibe, learn new thing, explore new opportunity, and not afraid to work on the path which is not yet explored, then definitely he or she can achieve something which is beyond imagination. And IIM is just a means to achieve their ends. So all those students who have fire in their belly, they are most welcome.
Absolutely great. Absolutely great.
They can make it.
Got the point. Devanshi and Madhav, if you can help us out, because you are the student, you can help us out better. I mean, you would have your fire in your belly. So if you can help us out, Devanshi.
Sir, an ideal student is the one who just wants to learn, because there is so much to learn, not only from your professors, from your curriculum, but also from your batchmates. Because everyone is better in one thing or the other. So if you want to learn, you can definitely join IIM.
Absolutely, absolutely. Got your point there. Now, this question actually is talking about when we talk about international immersion program or the foreign exchange program, Ravi sir. Now, the question here is, as you have already said, that though you are willing to send the entire batch, but is there any criteria of sending it for this international exchange program?
Yes, we have a criteria. We are trying for sending, but we don't know whether it is successful, but we are trying. So there's a criteria, there's a minimum CGPA requirement is there, then the student need to apply. So there's a process for that. It's there in our website how the process works. So in the process, so it's a first 3 year in a BBA, they can go. If they are not able to go in BBA, they can even get a chance at the time of MBA. So in MBA also they will get a chance. So they may get a chance. So like for an IPM student, he can get a chance, he or she can get a 2 times chance for visiting.
So what I can understand is even to go for the international immersion program, one has to earn it. One would not get it free as a part of the curriculum. One would have to earn it. That's a beautiful idea, sir, because that will give the competition a stronger boost to get into the picture, right? So when we talk about scholarship criteria, what is the scholarship criteria? Apart from the government scholarships that are available, do we have something from the internal reference as well?
Yeah, earlier I mentioned that a need-based financial assistance, we provide need-based financial assistance for economically poor section people. So based on their income level, income level as well as performance. It is like this. We are not giving scholarship at the time of joining. We give scholarship after the first semester and second semester results. So looking their performance and their economically, the economic sector, their income level. We provide scholarship for 100%. There are students get 100%. There are students get 50%, 75%, 25%. Depending on their eligibility, we provide need-based financial assistance. So last year we have provided more than 50 students. We given scholarship for our MBA and IPM batch. So we are giving it. That is over and above the government scholarships.
Okay. So Rashmi Ranjan sir, would that be the same for the Jammu as well?
Yes, so the merit come means this need-based scholarship we are also providing to the needy students based on their academic performance and the income. Apart from government, there are some corporate level scholarships are also available, which these corporate houses are offering to need-based students. So that is also open for the students. So there is government scholarship, there is internal scholarship, and there is corporate scholarship. So any student who wish to avail, they can avail either of these scholarships.
Okay. Dhruva ma'am, this question would definitely go for you. If you may help us out when we talk about the BBA program. With this BBA program, though you have already said the program is agile enough, but students are generally looking for the new age careers. For example, Industry 4.0 linked careers, IoT, artificial intelligence, neural networking, and so on. So when they are towards this 3 years of this course, do they get any acquaintance with this so that they can pursue any of these courses at the later stages?
So a program, Praveen, can only accommodate a certain amount because we have limited hours in a day.
Absolutely.
But there is scope for the students to themselves pursue other avenues after class hours, and we facilitate the process through the various clubs that we have there, for example, for them to discuss their ideas. For example, the entrepreneur cell will be the great platform for people, like-minded people, to come together and explore a new avenue altogether. So we at IIM Bodh Gaya are there to provide the platform, the support, but the rest is as per their drive to achieve new heights.
Right. Thank you. Madhav, if I may ask, what is the contribution of these clubs and committees in overall development? Because as a faculty, we all would say that it is obviously going to develop, right? And it generally does. So Madhav and Divyanshi, I want to ask your opinion there. When we talk about these clubs and committees, what kind of what percentage do they help in the growth process?
If given the permission,
Madhav,
I would like to share this screen.
Madhav, please continue.
I hope my screen is visible to the audience.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yes.
So these are the different clubs and committees of IIM Bodh Gaya. As you can see, this covers almost every domain of the management field. And the most important thing about these clubs and committees is that they are student driven. Like we students run these clubs and we can take decisions on our own. So right after class 12, these clubs and committees teach us how to manage things, so that we'll be better adapted to manage things when we are into the corporate world. And coming to the campus life, then also, we also get to learn many things in the campus life among our peers and batchmates. So yeah, this was all about our clubs and committees.
Okay, so Madhav, if I may understand this, faculty members are also there to take an overall view for how the things and clubs and committees are going. Do we have
Yeah.
the incubation center as well? Say, for example, many of the students want to start their own business. They want to start something right here. So do we have some kind of a seed funding available as well?
Yeah, we do have an Envision cell here named as E-Cell. So a student who has got the idea of startup or want to start a startup, of course, teachers and professors are there to help you.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Madhav.
Just
Devanshi,
adding
Yes,
to
sir, please.
Incubation Center, we have an incubation center, and it's already registered, and we are trying to get it from the other funding from MSME, NABARD. So we are getting fund from NABARD, MSME, and we are starting a build here. We are infrastructure we are having in our campus. So there will be soon we'll have companies running here. So we have all the facilities for incubation. So somebody is interested aspirant for having their own ventures. So we have all the opportunities here. A team is there. So already it's working. So within another year, all will be shaped.
Correct.
I'll
Very
just
good.
try to add here. IIM Jammu has 2 incubation centers. One at Jammu, another is Srinagar, fully functional and already registered. And we have already enrolled a few, people who are interested. Staffs are in place. So fund is also available, and we are also encouraging our own students to take it up and go further. So we are very much on that path.
That's lovely that we do have 2 incubation centers and not just one. So obviously that's going to bring in the more quantum for it. Devanshi, this question generally goes to you. Now, how many committees or clubs should I be joining as a student? And what is an ideal reference of that? How should I be choosing between the clubs? I'm interested in everything. I am not interested in anything. So how should I be going about this, Devanshi?
In IIM Bodhgaya, you can join only one committee, and you can join as many clubs as you can. So for committee, you can select like what you want. Like I like to guide people. So I joined AdCom committee, that is admission committee. If you want to organize events, you can join cultural committee. So there are different committees. And for clubs, you can select what are your interests. Like I want to do MBA in marketing. That's why I joined marketing club. I'm also interested in economics. So I joined economics club. So I enjoy the work, because what is important is to enjoy your work. So we students do everything from content writing to graphic designing, technical support. So it's basically up to your interest.
Okay. Right now, Ravi sir and Durba ma'am said that we do not have time. Now, Devanshi, how would I have time for 2 clubs and 1 committees when Durba ma'am has rightly mentioned that we sincerely do not have time? There's a strict curriculum that we are supposed to follow. And with this limited time, we sincerely do not have time. So how do we take time out? I mean, that's a curiosity question.
Sir, everyone has 24 hours. So it's up to us how well we utilize it. I like to do this work. So the club's work never feels like work. I enjoy those work. When I do weekly analysis, I enjoy. I'm learning every time I do that work. So it's up to us.
Okay. So Devanshi, primarily you are saying it's the time management that is being taught to you. And with that time management, you find out the time. Right. Lovely. Very good.
Sir.
That's definitely making sense for us. Right. Let me go ahead from here. So as already been mentioned by Ravi sir, the criteria is 5.5 if the student needs to get promoted from BBA to MBA, and that is 6 for Jammu. Sir, if I may ask, why 6 and why not 5.5? Had that been at a parity, it would have been possible. Why 6, sir? Just a inquisitive question. Lakshmi sir.
This is something which is taken at the academic council decision.
Correct.
And since we are taking 10, 12, 60%, so the next level also 60%. This is the only thing.
Absolutely great. I got your point, sir, because that has been taken by a committee and that's their decision. That is what we are supposed to follow. And this 5.5 and 6 is out of 10. Ravi sir, am I right? Correct. Good enough. Right. So when we're talking about final placements, let me first talk about now final placements, sir. So Ravi sir, if I'm talking about IPM students and an MBA student, though I understand that after 3 years an IPM student is an MBA student, right? I understand that. But there are students who would take CAT, right? CAT among 2.5 lakh students and then will get selected here. And there are somebody who would have a little lesser competition with the IPM and they would also be getting selected here. Finally, both of them are getting into the same placement committee. But when a company would come in, do they differentiate differentiate between the two? No, we are looking for experience, we are looking for a fresher. What is a trend now, and what is the trend we expect after 5 years? Ravi sir, first, if you can help us out with that, then Ranjan sir, I'll come back to you, please.
Yeah, if you look, definitely IPM student also get an opportunity for placement, and after 3 years, you rightly mentioned, they are no more an IPM student, they will become an MBA, it's a part of MBA, and they become an MBA student. So if you look into right now, also in our MBA batch, we have an experienced student, we have somebody a fresher. So company also have requirement. There are companies which are looking for an industry experienced student. There are companies which look for a fresher as well. Now, like for an IPM student, they have already trained 3 years. 3 years, they are already learned management, and they have they have worked in clubs and committees. They have we give an opportunity for them to have live projects at industry, so that they will also have an industry experience. So in whenever their free time, we are giving an opportunity for them to start a live project with industry, so that they will also have industry experience. So they are no more less than a student who comes through a CAT examination. And I hope they will have much more advantage than them. They'll know the campus, they know the people, and they were focused. They're already in the management, learning management for last 3 years. And the next 2 years, conceptually, their conceptual clarity as well as the practical things will be much better than a student who comes through CAT. That's what I believe. So there won't be any issue for getting placement, because the company looks for various things. So our student definitely will have a highly positive attitude with that enthusiasm, so they don't face any issue in placement.
So, sir, if I may get a little idea of what was the median salary for the MBA aspirants?
So, see, our fees last year, because everybody will talk about the ROI, that is what they say. So, our last year fees was 12.5 lakhs for MBA. And you see our average package, median salary is 12.5 lakhs. So that says all, and it's a 100% placement. 100% placement is what we are offering. And entire placement details are there in our website. The companies like McKinsey came to our campus and recruited students for the last couple of years, and it's continuing. And you can see the highest and lowest package, and the kind of industries they are placed, and definitely, and you see the countries growing, and we cannot predict what will be the next 5 years. The way the country is growing, we are also growing. You see, within a 6-year time, we are reached to this level. So next another 5 more years, definitely as a campus. As an institute, we'll be growing much higher. We'll be going much higher space. So definitely the placement, the package, and everything will be much higher than what at present. So the future is definitely it's bright.
Absolutely great, sir. Got your point, sir. Thank you.
Raveen, if I may add one small detail. I mean, the sample that you have in front of you speaks volumes as to the future of IPM program. If Madhav and Divyanshi can handle your questions and the questions of your audience, I think they'll leave a fantastic impression on the recruiters who will come to the campus.
Absolutely. Great, ma'am. Yes, it is. So, Rashmi Ranjan sir, now there are 3 questions that would come to you. The first question is, where do you see the future of IPM with respect to the placements? Primarily, I'm talking about. Number 2, because I understand that IPM in itself is about the leadership qualities and other elements that it is going to imbibe. So with respect to the placements, number 2, what is the median salary that we have? And number 3 would refer to as what companies do you see after 5 years coming to your campus, sir?
Okay, so I'll first address to the question which was asked, and you have also asked me that same question. Why the students who join through CAT are preferred, because they are coming through a process which is rigorous, and it's like a funnel. Like you have a broad 2.5 lakh student or 2 lakh, then it narrows down. So when I talk about IPM, I think the funnel is even narrower, because if you compare the percentage of students converting from CAT to the 20 IIMs, and the number of students appearing for JIPMAT and converting, so it is equally good, bad, whatever competitive you can say. So that's why companies do understand that the students have come through a rigor, and they have come through based on merit. So that is very much clear. Now I'll talk about what is the perspective. Like I will say, one of the organizations which has offered last year our MBA students, the package was 32 lakhs. And they offered to 16 students. And we found out from them 11 were freshers and 5 were having experience. So it's not always to say that anybody who has prior experience will definitely get a higher package, though I don't believe that package is a parameter of your capabilities, but still it is not true that, but if you see data, so it's showing that it's not. And as far as IIM Jammu placement data is concerned for last year, our highest package was 32 lakh. Our average CTC was 13.7 and median was 12 lakh. So this was the figure of last year. And if you see, as you say, 5 years down the line, if you see the trend of placement, it has always steadily grown. And for IIM Jammu, the growth has been very fast, I will say. So it has been a jump of 30% from last year, this year. So if I'm seeing a bright future for all those students who are joining, so definitely they can, in terms of ROI, in terms of international placements, or in terms of organizations who are participating. So now if you see many organizations like techno management organizations or consulting firms or marketing firms are coming. So I am also seeing in future more investment bankers, more consulting, international consulting firms also joining. So the future is brighter, I must say.
Absolutely great, sir. Thank you. So, Ravi, sir, if I may continue with the same question, and if I say after 5 years, will that be the same EY, PWCs, and coming to our campus, or again adding some more to it?
Every year we are adding new companies. So definitely 5 years, definitely maybe even Google will be trying. So every company that we are trying, and IIM, it's an IIM, so all so prospectors are there as an institute that we are growing. And every year, if what Rashmi Ranjans are direct, rightly mentioned, you see the growth in our package as well as the number of companies. It's clearly there in the website, as well as you can directly see it. So there is a growth, and it's keep on growing. And the growth maybe now from here onwards, it will be much higher phase than the last years.
Okay, right. Thank you, sir. Madhav and Divyanshi, this question would definitely be coming to you. And the element is any college, primarily, if I say what are the pillars of a college, what we understand, there are 3 pillars of the college. First pillar is the alumni base, the students. What do they do for the college, right? The second one comes out to be as how much leeway is being given in the curriculum. As Rashmi sir has mentioned that there is a much leeway being given in the curriculum, right? And the third one is about the library, from where you would be getting the information. So out of these 3, what are the pillars, strong pillars with your both there, if we may understand, Madhav?
Yeah, of course. First of all, coming to the third part, we do have a library here, and also a big library is under the construction of our new campus. And outside our library, we do also have a recreation center where we can sit and discuss all the regarding the books and the learnings among our peer and batchmates. And regarding the curriculum, yes, the curriculum is rigor, as Durga ma'am rightly pointed out. But at the same time, we do have many courses which recreates us, like dance, drama, music, included in our course only, which doesn't let us feel the overburdening of the academic courses.
Right. Divyanshi, if you may add on to that, the library, the one we are talking about, do we have e-library as well?
Yes, we do definitely have an e-library, and also we have subscriptions to various newsletters and other things. So we can do remote learning as well.
Okay.
So just I will add to them library. Our library has all the facilities. Our library is we are investing every year around more than 2 crores on just library e-learning and e-learning resources. So faculty do many research, so it is a research as well as academic. So we have all ebooks are available for students, ebooks, newsletters, and they can access through remote accessing facilities given. And also all the facilities are there, and it's more than 2 crores that we are investing every year on just a library.
Absolutely great, sir. Because why I put in library as one of the important pillars is because library would refer to as a book. A book is an experience of 10 to 15 years that you learn in 1 year. So that abridges the time of those 9 to 10 years for a student.
Actually, again, it's growing. We will invest much higher once we move to new campus. It's now we have space constraint and other constraints are there. So once we go to move, so the rest will be. So it might be now we are spending 2 crores. It might goes to 5 or 5 plus in
Right.
coming years.
Absolutely. Right. Thank you, sir. Now, the second last question, and I'll wind up the session soon here. I understand that we are off the time. So this question would go to Ravi sir as well as to Rashmi Ranjan sir. This is a common, thing that comes from the student is, sir, the fees is extremely higher. Though you have already mentioned that there are loans and different things in there. Why management or engineering fees so high? This is the question that is coming from the student. So if anybody can help us out with. Ravi sir, if you may start with this.
Yeah. Yeah, fees is for IIM Bodhgaya, it's 4.5 lakhs, including the hostel fees, and mess charge will be additional. See, I just mentioned now, our library itself costs 2 crores in a year we are investing. So like that, and our faculties, we are coming with a world-class faculties, the incubation center, the infrastructure. See, I am the kind of hostel that we are providing, the kind of internal facility that we are providing. See, it's a class. It's a quality. Like when we go to Taj Hotel, you may be paying the same coffee where 10 rupees, there you pay 100 or 200, maybe 300. So why are you paying that? So that's same here. See, once you want quality, when you want that infrastructure, you need to pay. You see, we are a government institution, but we are a self-autonomous institution. See, whatever the salary and other investment, it's come from the student fees itself, and the kind of case and other. Let's see, just we are spending for Harvard, the money that we are giving Harvard every year is it is very high amount that we are giving to Harvard for cases and other materials. So we need for providing such facilities, definitely we need to charge them. So that's it. And again, you see the kind of a return that they are going to get. So they are studying in such a institute of national importance, and their prospects are also very high. So the kind of return they're going to get is much higher than what they are investing right now. So that's all. That's why it is.
Right. I understand that, sir. I think I got the point there. And the point here is whatever money that is coming here, that is being invested again into the system for the benefit of the students only. It's not going out anywhere for that case. I buy your point. Because
again, I'm just adding, and we are on a part of that money we are giving to student itself, that is need-based financial assistance.
Absolutely.
Last year we spent more than 2 crores, 2.5 crores just given to the student as scholarships.
Right.
So we are taking someone has money to somebody, they are not. So that also we are contributing from here itself.
Absolutely, sir, because whatever that you're taking, some portion is going back to the students as well. And the second portion is this money should not be taken as a fee. This should be taken as an investment, because the kind of learning and what we call it as an alumni base, or what we call is as the networking that a student would get, is far, far better than what investment that the student is making. I'm sure I'm making sense from that, right? Right. So with this, I'll come to the last question here. That'll go to Madhav and Divyanshi, because you are the student. Therefore, you are also an important part here to make us understand something. How has your first year been? Please be true and be candid. I understand your faculty members are sitting in front of you. Still, be candid on that so that our students get benefited out of that. Divyanshi, if you can start with it, then Madhav, I'll come back to you.
First year was amazing. I can say that in one word. Like there were a lot of rigor and competition and clubs, committees. There are various cultural events and so many things. It was pretty amazing. I have never experienced these things. So it was pretty fun, and at the same time learning. Like we learned a lot in this 1 year. We groomed a lot. So I must say I learned a lot in this 1 year.
Cool enough. Madhav, your take on that?
As Ravisha rightly pointed out, the admission to IIM Bodhgaya is on the basis of 100% merit. So here the professors at IIM Bodhgaya also expect that the students should perform after coming to here also in academic. So of course the academic here is a rigor one, but at the same time we have any extracurricular activities here which are included in the course itself also. Because if there are some children who don't want to do extracurricular activities or don't want to play or do something. So we have included also in the course itself so that they don't feel the overburdening of these subjects. And coming to the campus life, I have a 1-minute video if I can show to the students about the campus life.
Please, you may do that. You may do that.
These were the cultural events which we conducted last month in our IPM batch. And the of our drama class, music class, and our annual event, that is Elegante. Then these are the sports events which were conducted in the IPM. And last, this is the video one we have. It was the campus, all about campus life in IIM Bodhgaya of our IPM batch 01 first year.
Cool. Very good, Madhav. So what I can understand is if I say inside the class, it is only 40% learning. 60% is outside the class learning. That is what I can predict from these pictures because most of the time you are outside. So that is what I can understand. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. That was a really nice session here. Thank you for being there. Thank you, Ravi sir. Thank you, Durga ma'am. Thank you, Rashmi Ranjan sir. Thank you, Divyanshi and Madhav. Thank you for being there. I'm sure this was a wonderful session. In case we still have more queries, we will definitely be getting back to you on this. And our student would have got a complete picture of how things are and where are we supposed to go, right? Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming onto this platform. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Catch you soon. See you.
Thank you.